Deal for me. Okay.
Hello. Okay, today I'm going to talk a little bit about cuttings and propagating. I've been doing some experiments with the Ficus Religiosa. Now, a Ficus Religiosa, you can actually do leaf cuttings, and that's what this was originally. Um, the trouble is, if you just basically take the leaf and its stem, this is all you get, a little guy like this. Alright, so it won't go any further than this, but the root system on this little leaf is actually pretty crazy. So in the future, as the root system gets more progressive and larger, if you put him in a bigger pot, we might actually get some suckers coming off him, which will then turn into obviously bigger shoots. Anyway, I was going to part ways with him, but my wife said no, and she's taxed him now. So he's a new member of the family. He's called Leafy. Leafy, hello. So anyway, so that's what you do. That's what happens if you just cut off a leaf and stick it in a propagator. It grows roots, and it'll just stay like that. Okay. Now the other one, this guy, he is the same. He also was just a leaf, but he had a bud on him as well. So as you can see, it's propagated already. I've put him into a little groovy pot, and he's got 2 new leaves already. So he's growing. He's going to be pretty big and strong. With this one, the leaf was quite big, so to start off with, I had to cut the leaf in half. And the reason for doing this is if you have, like with anything when it comes to propagating, if you have too much foliage on the material, I suppose, if you have too much foliage, what will happen is the foliage will just dry out, and it will just die, because all the energy it's catching here will just be used to keep this alive. So the idea was basically, like, if you reduce the size of the solar panel, the energy is stored, and then it puts that energy, some of it back into the leaf, and then the rest of it will be used in roots and additional foliage when the roots have established. But yeah, the first case is obviously roots first. And let me just show you how I do this here. I have a few things going on here, but I use little propagating things like this. These ones have already been propagated and they're just sitting there enjoying the heat. These ones are still doing here. A bit of a mix and match here as well. So what I basically use is a thermostat, automatic thermostat controller. These were from Amazon, pretty cheap. I'll post a link in the description if you're interested. But these ones in particular are really good because, as you can see, the temperature on this one is 26.9. What you do is I've set it to 26.5, and so what happens is you've got the difference here, which is 0.2 degrees. So as soon as that temperature, the temperature drops within 0.2, it kicks in and then it heats it up. Where some of these devices, they kind of drop too low before they kick back in again and start heating up the mat. So, but this one I found to be the best one, so I've got 2 of those. And these are the type of mats I'm using. So they're not too bad, but this smaller one here is actually better. But yeah, I can't find one of these in a bigger size, but this one is really good. It seems to do the better job than these other ones, these bigger ones. So yeah, there's that. They are waterproof obviously as well. So yeah, just wanted to share it really. And the reason I use these is because we're sort of in the UK at the moment, we're in autumn winter type period, so you know you can't do something like this outside because it's too cold, and even in the house it's not really ideal, so I wanted to give them a better chance at shooting. Here we have these are common juniper little cuttings that I'm trialing. Some of them have done and some of them are already out in the garden. The ones that have rooted, they've kind of been weaned off the heat and then put outside, if you know what I mean. I don't just get them to root here and then shove them outside, you know. It's just slowly catchy monkey. So the next one, bit of a mix and match in this one. That's a Ficus Religiosa. This one is a Buddhist pine or palm, I can't remember what it's called now. I'm not sure if it'll work, but it's all trial and error. This little one down here is that's a Ceresa. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see how they go. So all I basically did was just punctured a little hole here so that the thermostat for this can go through into the soil, and then it can automatically turn on and off when required, sort of thing, to keep it consistent. And the same with this one here. So there we go again, got different ones. There's the thermostat there sticking out. I have to put that back into the soil. Give me a second. That's my my light that's just turned off. So yeah, massive bulb this. It's just a standard LED bulb, but it's very bright. Just to give you an idea, I've actually got one in the room here as well, very big. I got them off someone off eBay actually sell these. I mean, just to give you an idea of scale, look, there's my hand. And they're massive, but they really do chuck the light out. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. So yeah, any questions, please get in touch, and just remember that all leaves matter.